Hello everyone and good day. Breaking news, we got an announcement on Volume 2 of Bleach coming a lot sooner than expected. We weren't expecting to see this for another year, hoping to see it like around October-ish, but to see it coming out as soon as it is, May 30th of next year, that's just insane to see that they're already pushing out what they want to see happening for this game already. Sorry I didn't do an intro, but this is just too big of news to pass up a chance to even start talking about. So here we are on the official website for Union Arena, and as you can see, they're already hyping it up and like just dropping the news out that we are indeed getting Volume 2 of Bleach, which is going to make the initial set for Bleach a lot stronger. You're going to see a lot more plays, especially in the green area of things, because there's going to be a new Kenpachi coming out, and not to mention an entire new color, blue Bleach, is going to be out, and I can't wait to see just how much fun we can have with these new cards. Bleach is already an interesting set, and seeing as we're getting a chance to evolve these decks, or even try out new versions of them, or heck, even new decks entirely, on May 30th, the end of May, coming this upcoming year in like literally just 6 months, is insane. Like, bro, I don't even know what to do. I'm like waking up to this news, and this is just insane. Now, I do want to bring up over here, if you go to the title section on this website, you can see the release dates that are planned for some sets, while other sets aren't really planned yet. So here, you know, we have October 4th was when Bleach and Hunter x Hunter came out. JJK is coming out 22nd of this month. Then we have Code Geass coming out in the middle of December. After that, as you see, we get Demon Slayer January 24th, followed by One Punch Man, which is going to be a joint release with JP and with our sets for Union Arena. So they're going to be releasing at the same time, so March 7th. And then after that, we have 3 titles. If One Punch Man is coming out March, that means they skip the month of February, essentially, with Demon Slayer coming out January and One Punch Man not coming out until March. However, if we were to do it each by a single month, April, May, June, right? That doesn't add up with the fact that we're getting Bleach in May. So what I'm thinking they might be doing is starting to do dual releases at some point around this area. Maybe Fullmetal Alchemist and Black Clover come out at the same time for us. Maybe we'll get Black Clover and Bleach Volume 2 at the same time. Or maybe they'll somehow release Fullmetal Alchemist at the end of March for us, as well as bring out Black Clover in April, and then Sword Art Online and Bleach Volume 2 come out at the same time. Either way, we have 3 unknown dates. I'm here to speculate what we're going to be seeing in these upcoming dates. So, like we said, March 7th, we're getting One Punch Man. However, I do believe we're not going to get Fullmetal Alchemist until the following month. I don't believe we'll get a same month release with Fullmetal Alchemist and One Punch Man, considering how we haven't seen either of these properties over in Japan yet. So the fact that there's no Japanese version for either of these sets means that they're making entirely new cards and probably have been working on them for a little bit. So I feel like, if anything, we'll get One Punch Man 1 month, followed by Fullmetal Alchemist the following month. So I see an April release for Fullmetal Alchemist. Now, I'm thinking that what they want to do is catch up. When I would talk to some people, some of the people that I see over at East Coast Anime, I was texting one of them, and he was saying that he believes that we might be trying to catch up simply because One Piece and Digimon are also trying to catch up in their games, trying to catch up to the Japanese versions, therefore giving us access to all the cards and not having to worry about, I guess you could say, spoilers for cards in the future. If we get anything based on cards, it'll be simply because we're going to be getting those cards very soon, which I personally am a huge fan of. I'm a fan of being caught up with the Japanese version of things, only because it's kind of disheartening to see that Japan is getting something really insane or really awesome that you really want, and then you not being able to get it for another like few months or a year even. So I really do like the idea of us catching up, and I really hope that is the case. So if we were planning on catching up, I can see us getting Fullmetal Alchemist and Black Clover in the month of April. And if we get that happening, then Sword Art Online releasing in the same month as Bleach Volume 2 would be a perfect way to catch up. And then I can see in June we're probably going to get Hunter x Hunter Volume 2 along with another set, whether that's an old set that JP has that we don't have, or whether it's an entirely new set again. It's up to them at that point, but I would believe that we would be getting an old set to match with Volume 2 to help us catch up. And I feel like, if anything, that set would probably be like one of the sports animes. It'll probably be either Blue Lock or Haikyuu at this point. And I only say that because I feel like they're going to be releasing properties that are more popular over in the West now, only because that's essentially what you want to do, is release what the more popular IPs are for a region to get people into the game. And honestly, if I were to just throw out some ideas for if we do start getting dual releases, like I said, these two and this one with Bleach, with the Hunter x Hunter set, not only could we be seeing Blue Lock or Haikyuu, but I honestly believe that we could even see Yu Yu Hakusho, or maybe even My Hero Academia, because those shows are very popular over here in the West. And heck, we could even see, I think Slime has a few sets out. I think they're getting a Volume 2 over in Japan right now. Not right now, but soon they're going to be getting a Volume 2. But yeah, like, I really feel like it's all a popularity contest at first. Then it's going to trickle down to getting some of the rest of the sets, like your Kaiju number 8s, your Windbreakers, your Dr. Stones, your Gintamas. And honestly, I'm really excited to see what they're going to do. Because if they start doing dual releases in order to help us catch up, and we catch up by, I don't even know, like mid-2025? Not 2025, 2026. Mid-2026 we can probably catch up. Because I don't think we'll catch up by the end of 2025, even if we do start doing 2 set releases every month. I feel like it would have to be like a mid-2026, mid to late 2026. Just because there's already so many properties and Volume 2s over in JP right now, I feel like it's only best if we have, you know, everything at a reasonable pace, so that way we're not being overwhelmed with content, so that when it starts slowing down, we aren't like, oh man, what happened? You know, we'll have a steady flow now, and we'll have a steady flow when we're caught up. But either way, it is going to happen where we will catch up eventually. Hopefully that is what they're planning, because I don't want to be on the tail end of this game much longer. I do know what it's like to see content released in the Japanese version of something and then have to wait and wait for it to come out in our area. And I just kind of feel like it's really good that a lot of these companies are starting to think that catching up is a good idea, because it feels more like a community when everything is releasing at the same time. Like, imagine if One Punch Man wasn't released at the same time as in Japan. I feel like that would be a missed opportunity, but here we are in this reality where it is going to be releasing at the same time as in Japan, which I do believe is the first sign of us starting to catch up with the Japanese side of things. So yeah, thank you all for watching today's video. With that, I was D with DJR Union, and yeah, I am so excited to see what's going to be happening in this game. So real quick, before we end the video, I do want to say that we actually have some confirmation on Black Clover and Sword Art Online, and we actually know when they are coming out. So the funny thing is that while we aren't getting them released on the exact same day, we are getting both of these sets essentially in the exact same month. The pre-release for Sword Art Online is going to be the last week of April. However, for the actual release, it's going to be the very start of May. It's going to be on the 2nd. It's going to be that Friday. And thinking about that brings up the question about Fullmetal Alchemist, because we don't have anything on that yet. So knowing that we have something on One Punch Man, an exclusive thing that's coming out to both America and Japan around the same time, and knowing that Fullmetal Alchemist might be doing the exact same thing with that, with it not having a day yet, but Sword Art Online and Black Clover both having it, as well as Bleach, makes me think that Fullmetal Alchemist might not be coming out until later, until after the Black Clover and Volume 2 of Bleach drop. But there's still that possibility between March 7th and May 2nd that sometime in April we could see a release for Fullmetal Alchemist, and maybe like at the start of April, who knows. So yeah, we still have no news on that, but Black Clover is going to be releasing on the exact same day as Bleach Volume 2. So I know a lot of people out there are going to be digging heavily into the Bleach set. I know I'm going to be digging heavily into the Volume 2 as well. However, Black Clover coming out on the same day means you are going to have to split. I would recommend... I will say that picking between 2 boxes is very tough. Thankfully for us, DJR, we have people that can lean into one set while the other person leans in the other set. So we'll figure out how we're going to divvy that up for us. But for you guys, once we get closer to the release, we will be putting out a video to let you guys know which set we believe will have more value for you as a player. For those of you that may be on a budget and may not be able to buy multiple boxes of multiple sets, or may even only have enough to buy 1 box of a set. So yeah, with that being said, we now know that the order for this is going to be that after One Punch Man, still unknown on this, we're going to be seeing Sword Art Online and then Black Clover, which I find hilarious because we got Sword Art Online announced after Black Clover, but we're getting it before Black Clover. It's pretty hilarious. With that, I'm gonna let the outro play like I had it. Stay tuned for more videos because we will be seeing some more stuff popping off soon. So yeah, you have a good one.